Our next example, 2F, will be doing the opposite of what example 2D was doing. We are going to be taking the inverse sine or arc sine of x. So I'm going to press Control End and go to the end of my worksheet, scroll over a little bit more, and I am going to start off with my independent variable x ranging from 0 to 2 in increments of a tenth. And next I'm going to I will insert a symbol, theta again. I use my recently used symbol. I double click on it, it will insert it automatically, and close it. I will go back to home and make sure I'm in Arial now, not in symbol. I will type theta parentheses in radians is equal to sine minus 1, or inverse sine, and then parentheses x. Now that minus 1 I would like to superscript, so I will highlight the minus 1, open up my Format Cells window, superscript, type OK. I just need to widen that column a little bit. 17 sounds good. And now I'm going to take the inverse sine of my independent variable x in the u column. I'll type equals, I'll go to my formula tab, math and trig functions, and anything with an a followed by a trig function name is the inverse sine or arc inverse tangent function. Here's inverse cosine, here's inverse hyperbolic cosine, and here's inverse or arc sine. I'll select that function, and it's asking for a number that is the sine of the angle you want. The answer is from -1 to 1, which is what I expect. But it's going to return the arc sine of this number in radians, not in degrees, in radians. And that's just the way Excel works. There's no way of getting around it. I'll click on my Excel window, and I will choose the cell next to it, the x, the corresponding current value, cell value of x, my independent variable. I'll hit enter, enter, and I'll drag that formula down. And you'll notice that I can't take the inverse sine of a number bigger than 1. That makes a lot of sense. And what I would like to do is I'd like to translate theta from radians into degrees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my home tab, I'm going to copy that cell title, I'll stretch it out to 17 as well, except I will change this to degrees. And what I want to do is I want to grab the theta value, which is in radians, in the V column, and I want to convert it to degrees. So there's a way to do that, similar to how we converted to radians in our previous two examples. I'll put equals, go to formulas, my trig functions, and just like I use the radians function to convert a degree angle to radians, I will find a degree function that will convert a radian value to degrees. All I have to do is select my angle, type enter, enter, and there is the inverse sine of 1 is 1.57, etc., etc. in radians, or 90 degrees. The inverse sine of 0.5 is 0.523, etc. in radians, but in degrees it's 30. Right, that makes a lot of sense. And the inverse sine of anything bigger than 1 is an error. So the Excel is going to give you an error message, pound num followed by an exclamation mark. That just means there's no value. And I can format this with a similar formatting as problem 2b. I will highlight my selection of problem 2b. I'll click on the Format Painter. I will go back to my problem and I will highlight my values, and that is good, except the only thing I have to do is remove this dotted pattern because those are original values. And that concludes example